BICOL. In other words, the center of the BICOL region. Of all the national agency are set. Tourist attraction is here. Considering also Legazpi City is the capital as well as the administrative center in terms of population, lies on the eastern 527 kilometers south of Manila with a population of more than 196,000. Itong date ito, mga 2015 pa to. So more or less, is the most populous city and accounts for nearly 15% of the province of Albay. Meaning to say, the population in the province of Albay, 15% of that is Legazpi. Okay? Total population, however, the daytime population in Legazpi is estimated to reach more than 350,000 workers, businessmen, and tourists. Meaning to say, sobra tayo, marami tayong mga transient po dito, Idol Ico, na nagtatrabaho sa regional site, na mga taga Masbate, taga Sorsogon, Camarines, Estudyante, considering that region, we have 2 universities and 17 colleges. Governor-elect Everett Olivan is very much. So, given its location on the eastern coast of the Philippines and within the Pacific Ring of Fire, Legazpi is and sea level volcanic eruption kasi nandito si Mayon. Despite this, Legazpi remains as the major economic hub of the BICOL region. Economic activities in the city include agriculture, nandito yan, wholesale and retail trade, service, marami tayo ditong mining, mga non-metallic minerals, white clay, perlite, nandito. Nagtrabaho kami dyan, Idol Ico, dati na May Rosal. Okay? In recent year, BICOL emerged as an important ikatayong Southerland. The next wave cities for BPO by the Information Technology and Business Process Association of the Philippines in the Department of Science and Technology. Okay. Legazpi po, mga idol, is considered as the gateway of BICOL, sabi ko kanina, because of its relative proximity to the provinces, accessibility of the region due to its geographical location terminals. The city